We have been called out to this shower because it has begun to leak. The front of it's come off and the customer rang me and said, Mark, the shower's leaking. Is there anything you can do? He sent me a couple of pictures over and there's a few little problems that I've seen that we've got to hopefully get over because it's leaking out the front and we need to replace it. He said just replace the whole lot. Now, I've made him measure between there to make sure we've got 150 centimeters because he wanted to replace it with a bar shower.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So we're gonna take this one off and hopefully the centers of the pipes are gonna line up. But as well as that, this is the fixing kit that comes with this shower. So we're gonna somehow have to get the nuts off this, hopefully not lose the pipes in the wall, isolate the water. Luckily it's on a pump, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm Mark, this is Real World Plumbing. Let's see how much of a nightmare this shower swap is gonna be. It is my first day back after Christmas. Now, I recorded a little intro into this job that I'm about to start today, and I was hoping it was going to go out on a video between Christmas and New Year, but I had the whole of Christmas off. I didn't do any editing, I didn't do anything like that. I just had a little bit of a social media detox. So this little video, this little clip that you're about to see never went out. So take a look because this is the job I'm starting today, but I gave you a little bit of an intro in it a few weeks ago. Right, I thought I would take you into this job that we're looking at to do between Christmas and New Year. So hopefully this video goes out before Christmas. If it has, you'll be seeing it. If it hasn't, then possibly. So I thought I'd bring it on just to show you what we've got coming up. So I've got Dave Bishop here. Now, this place is a massive factory unit that has been converted. I don't know if you can make it out there. That's a huge empty office place. Now what the guy who owns this place or is renting this place is doing is turning that into paddle courts, 3 indoor paddle courts.
Padel is very similar to tennis. All courts are standardized, roughly 33 by 66 feet, so about a third the size of a tennis court. And it's the same scoring as tennis.
This building has just been renovated back into a commercial industrial unit. But because they're having paddle courts in there, we have got to make them some shower rooms. So we've got this toilet here and this toilet here. Now these are brand new, they've just gone in. I stuck mine in last week and the plumber was still here fitting them, and I had a look to see just what was going on behind the back of it, so that when we take it out I know where the waste pipes and the pipes are behind. So what we've got to do for this one is take this toilet out, take this basin out, this off, move this towel out so it's behind the door, and then the reason why we've got Mr. Dave Bishop here with his lovely Grinch. Oh, it's beautiful. Carpet, you love it. We're going to basically cover from floor to ceiling. We're going to stud off, Dave, aren't we? From floor to ceiling, yeah, to cover this window, and then multi-panel the sides and the back and put a screen on and a shower. So basically just turning this little room into a walk-in shower room, which is such a shame because they've just put everything in brand new. So that'll be, I think, the male one because it's dead small. The female shower room is going to be this one. It's going to be slightly bigger. Again, toilet out, basin out, everything off. Switch this for a towel rail, and then stud from floor to ceiling to cover that window. It's basically because when they hand the building back, if and when they hand the building back, we can take it all down and they've still got these toilets behind, so they'll have to store them. But yeah, stud from floor to ceiling, build off slightly this end, ready for our shower valve to go in the wall. And what we're going to use on here is the shower valves where you press them. Is it concentric? Is that the right word? Where you press them and they stay on for like 30 seconds or a minute or so. A bit like, same as the tap. I won't press it because I don't know. Oh no, they're not ready with it yet. So yeah, we're going to put that shower in and then a big rainfall head on this one. But again, we're going to multi-panel round, basically just enclose this area into a shower. Now the wastes, we're going to have to lift the floors up. So we're going to have a half a step in and then a half a step into the shower there. So we've got that to do, as well as in here. I mean, look, this looks brilliant because it's just been done, but because we're running 2 showers, got to switch out this direct cylinder for, I'll put 150 in. And currently the building runs off this mixer valve. So you've got hot coming in, cold coming in, blended hot going out. What we're going to do, because we're running 2 showers, and they're going to be thermostatic showers, is come off the hot into here, which then feeds the upstairs 2 toilets. So yeah, thought I'd give you a little bit of an overview of what we've got coming up now. Hopefully we can get this, well, it's got to be done because I think the owner wants to get the paddle courts done for the tail end of January. So we've got this to do, Dave, haven't we? So not too much Christmas pudding, because we've got to stay fit and healthy, because hopefully we'll get free membership to the paddle court. Mike, if you're watching this, we want free membership to the paddle courts.
We want to have the grand opening.
Yeah.
The first ball over the.
Yeah, me one side, Dave the other side. Do they have a net? Yeah, they must have a net.
I don't know.
Yeah, paddle, they play it off the walls, don't they? But yeah, me one side, Dave the other for the grand opening. But first of all, we've got to get that in and that in.
And then we're going to have a celebratory shower.
Yeah, because we'll be sweating that much. So yeah, that's coming soon. But I just thought, it's early in the morning, me and Dave have come to have a look at this before we crack on. So I thought I'd just give you a little bit of an insight on what's to come. Paddle showers. So as I just said in the intro, I've been called out because the front of this mixer shower is just coming straight out the middle. I haven't turned any water off or anything yet. So customer wants a complete new shower putting in there. Now, he's chosen one of these Myra thermostatic showers, bar showers, but usually you get them with the nuts on it where you can put the plates on the wall. I picked some plates up on the way here. You know that you bolt the plate to the wall, a little bit of the pipe comes through, you put your olive on and then your nut on. However, this one comes with the same principle. I think this nut here sits right back on the wall. Fix it there, and then this threaded bit here sits into the body of the shower, because that seems quite long. But that's the one the customer wants. We've got to get that one out, but first of all, we've got to turn the water off to the shower. Now, I think we should be able to get it with this pump. So this pump feeds that shower. So it's on a plug. So let's turn the pump off. I'm assuming that's the pump, yeah. And we shall isolate it here. Perfect. Job done. So with them isolators on that salamander pump, we haven't got to drain the whole system down. As you can see, the water stopped there. So first of all, let's get this off and see what we're dealing with those pipes coming out of the wall. So that's the shower out completely. Just popped it on the floor down there, and these are going to be the issue. Now, this one I've managed to get the nut and olive, the existing nut and olive off, but look how much pipe's coming out the wall, not a lot at all. So let's see if we can just work this one off, because the other one come off. Yeah, it's coming, I think. Yeah. Oh. We've not got much pipe at all, so I think I might just get it. This is the bit that I think is going to be a bit of a pain, because we've got to put that on. That's the clamp that goes on, then the olive, and then this body here, because this is the bit that works into the shower. So let me undo this and see. So that's going to sit there. Then the olive, as long as the olive goes in, yeah, I think it will do. So let's offer that in. That's where it's going to sit. So if I screw that out, yeah, the olive's going to sit in far enough onto that copper pipe where it's going to bite on, and then drill that And then away we go. But first of all, let me get the other one of these on and offer the body of the shower up just to make sure we've got our 150 centres. Obviously I did measure it before, but we all know sometimes, in fact, let's do it now. Because we know sometimes that 150 centre has got to be exactly perfect. Otherwise, we struggle to get the body on. So, let's have a look. Perfect. It's going right so far. Right then, let's get these made into position, screwed in, and fixed solid, and we can work then from there. So then let's get these on. What I'm going to do is put the actual screw bits. Where should I put it? Because I want to. I'm going to put them to the side, I think, there. This one here. And then this one. So what we've got to do now is obviously drill the tiles, screw them back, and then we can put them connector blocks on. And as always, we've got our trusty little £6 for 10 eBay drill bits. Let's see how these go through. Start that one off, and then might need a little bit of water just to cool the tip down with. £6 tile drill bits them. I know I mention it every time I get them tile bits out, but they are brilliant. £6 for 10 off eBay. I'll add a link into the description. Now these backing plates, I was a little bit dubious about these when we first started to do this job, but the wings on the side of it, as you can see there, the wing on the side of it is further out than the usual ones, so you get a much better fixing. So I was pleasantly surprised with that. And if you was, give this video a subscribe. Get subscribed to the channel for more real world plumbing content. Right, let's get a little bit of paste in there, and then we are ready to get the olives in and grab hold of that little bit of pipework that is sticking out the wall that I was a little bit worried about, but all seems fine. With those connector blocks now attached to the wall, we put paste on them and we've tightened them in. These are the shrouds that go over the top and cover it up. What I will do as well is put a tiny bit of clear silicone round there when we're done, just to stop any water ingress going down the back. But they are nice and tight on there. Now we can get the main block on. I'll also put some silicone in there as well. We can get the main block on, and it's up to however level them pipes are. Let's get the level on them and just see. Oh, it's a tiny bit out. But we're governed by where those pipes come out the wall. We didn't put them in. I mean, that might just be the shroud. I mean, it's literally a mil. I don't think you'll see it. Right, let's get the filter washers on, and then we can get the bar in place and start building it up from there. So we've got the two filter washers now inside the body, so obviously hot on the left, cold on the right. Let's pop this on, and to be fair, we can then get the water back onto the shower. Oh look. Right then, after a lot of faffing about and lining up these two, you know, when you get one on and the other one just won't go on, it took a hell of a lot. I had to push against this wall with my arm to try and get it on. But anyway, we've got it on and we've got the end caps on now. So with that set to off, what I want to do is turn the water back onto that shower. It's just here at the pump. So just to make sure that the nuts and whatnot aren't passing or leaking. So there we go. There we go, sorted. So if I just pull a bit of water through the bottom one. Yeah, there we go. Tiny little bit. And turn it off again. At least we know these nuts at the back aren't passing. So with that done now, let's get the riser put on. Right then, all done, that shower is in. Now there is one issue with this shower that I do not like, and let me show you that in a minute, but I just want to show you the shower up and running. We've got the body wand, that's working, and then if we turn it round now, getting my arm absolutely soaking. We've got the head running down there. That's all got the shower as well. There's hair in there. Save the day there. Now, here we go. So we got there in the end with that. It was a little bit of a squeeze, but we got there. I've put some sealant around there, put some clear silicone on there, so that's all fine. Now, the one issue I've got with this shower is the reflection off the top of the rainfall head. Usually they come with like a matte sticker that you can put on there that stops that reflection, but with that light being there, it's reflecting straight off the top of there. So that, if that was mine, that would annoy me. I think you can get them stickers off Amazon or something like that that will go on the top of the rainfall head. But at least now they've got a shower that is up and running. So yeah, save the day with that one. There may be another little job after this. If not, hope you enjoyed that quick little between Christmas and New Year fix for someone. But if there is, keep watching.